You're tuned into the first newscast devoted to the Highland Lakes area. Local team coverage on Tribune Headline News, bringing you the stories you care about now. Hi everyone, I'm Connie Swinney with your headlines. You're watching us on Northland Communications Channel 15. Here's a look at the stories we've been working on. A Marble Falls native honors fallen servicemen buried at a local cemetery. A fast food joint offers funds to an organization that helps firefighters, law officers, and their families. Also, are you interested in trying your hand at this waterway activity? We have details on how you can learn how to glide upstream with a paddle.
Highs around 90 and lows near 70. I'll try to elaborate more later in weather.
Thanks, Jared. See you in a moment. We have local sports coverage too. This time, a glance back at the successful athletic season for Faith Academy. We'll be right back.
We are established. We are qualified. We are certified. We are knowledgeable. We are dependable. We are Ken's Heating and Air. Our people make the difference.
We're back. The American flag conjures images of patriotism, and for one couple in Marble Falls, it inspired a duty to honor those who have served in the armed forces and have died. Jared Fields has this story.
The Marble Falls City Cemetery seems like any other site. However, some say a few markers point out a rich and unique history connected to generations of local residents.
William Duncan was in the U.S. Air Force in Korea. The other one over there, Paul McMahon's, was in World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. So these two guys were buried by assistance from the Veterans Administration.
Dale and Vashti Tucker have taken on the task of replacing American flags and removing old, tattered, or faded flags from veterans' gravesites at the cemetery.
If they have a stone that's marked veteran, that's easy. I started out trying to find those that were not marked. I have a father and a grandfather here whose stones aren't marked anyway. So that's when I got into it. I came last year to put little flags on my too and discovered they were all over.
The task was formally handled on Memorial Days past by Marble Falls VFW volunteers. Tucker says she inherited the task after tending to unmarked graves of her ancestors.
I guess when I came over here last year and realized how many flags were here, and I thought, oh, this is just beautiful. There were so many, you know. And look at how many veterans there were here. And maybe I just thought it was an impressive thing, and we should remember them.
She has the distinction of a great-grandfather who served in the Confederate Army on the frontier near Weatherford before settling in Marble Falls. The Tuckers also honor the history of those who embrace the historical and family connections to the Civil War. She's also proud to remember and memorialize her father who served in World War I.
I feel very proud of him. My daddy was especially proud, I think. He grew up here, and I would say we need to go to France or we need to go somewhere, and he said, no, this is the finest place on earth. You just have to stay right here. So I guess I did.
It was amazing how many veterans we have, not only in World War I, but World War II, and especially the ones that were served on the frontier during the Civil War.
These symbols continue to keep the memory of those who served alive.
We think it's very important because it represents what America represents to us. It's freedom.
I'm thinking of the War of 1812 when Francis Scott Key was watching the battle, and as long as he could see the flag, he knew we were okay.
Reporting for the Picayune TV, I'm Jared Fields.
In our next headline, local law enforcement and emergency services personnel accept support from a place known more for its burgers than its fundraising efforts. The Marble Falls McDonald's recently donated over $468 to the Hill Country 100 Club. The local eatery hosted a Good Friday fundraiser, and the money was gathered from a portion of sales during the lunch rush. The Hill Country 100 Club offers financial support to dependents of emergency response personnel killed or seriously injured in the line of duty. The club also offers donations to local police departments for purchase of items like protective vests. You can go to the website on your screen to offer donations or become a member. We'll be right back with more news and weather into your work week.
Faith Academy Athletic Director John Berkman reflects on the 2010-2011 sports year. All that coming up in sports.
Because experience matters. For home, auto, business, health, and life, we are here for you. When Galloway experts make top providers compete for your business, you win. The Galloway Insurance Team since 1935. Burnett, Horseshoe Bay, and Marble Falls.
Welcome back. Jared Fields has your forecast.
Hello everyone. I hope you've recovered from your Memorial Day activities. And although the 3-day weekend is over, the weather these next few days shouldn't give you anything to complain about. Today we'll have partly sunny skies and a high near 91, winds between just 5 and 10 miles an hour. And then Tuesday night we have mostly cloudy skies with a low around 69. Wednesday, again, mostly sunny skies with a high near 92. And Wednesday night, partly cloudy skies with a low again around 69. Thursday, we've got mostly sunny skies again and a high a little bit warmer near 93. We'll have details tomorrow about what the weather should look like later in the week and into the weekend. That's your Highland Lakes forecast. For Northland 15 and the Picayune TV, I'm Jared Fields.
Thanks, Jared. Jennifer Fierro wraps up the Faith Academy school year in sports.
The expectation for the Faith Academy athletic program is always high thanks to the success of the Lady Flames basketball team, and then of course the continuation of one of the more proud programs they have there, the football team. Recently we had a chance to talk to athletic director John Berkman and ask him to reflect on the 2010-2011 school year. A state championship and 2 state runner-up finishes highlighted the sports year of the Faith Academy Flames in 2010-2011. To the surprise of very few, the Lady Flames captured their 2nd straight state tennis title, pushing the number of total first-place trophies to 4 and the tennis program's 5th consecutive championship. The boys won the title in 2009. Not to be outdone, the Lady Flames basketball team and track team finished as the runner-up at the state meet and the state tournament. The success of the basketball team was especially gratifying because few people thought Faith had a chance to qualify for the playoffs, much less reach the state tournament. The football team went 9-2 with its losses to state champion and District 3 2A foe Bulverde-Bracken and state runner-up Dallas the Covenant, while the basketball team earned 8 overall wins, 4 in district, doubling the number of victories from a year ago. Add to that, winning the district crown in boys track and field, finishing 2nd overall at the regional meet, and Jake Diamond winning the pole vault state championship, and that makes for a banner year, according to athletic director John Berkman. And it also means District 3 2A is one of the most competitive in the Texas Association of Private and Parochial Schools, he says.
Yes, I would say so. In football, we had, at one point, we had our top 3 teams in our football district were in the top 6 teams in the state. At one point in girls basketball, we had 2 top 20 teams in the state, one of them finishing runner-up in the state. In basketball, we had 3 teams in the top 25 for the boys, and one of them finishing in the regional finals, I believe. You know, in track, we win the district, both boys and girls, but then our girls compete for a state title. Tennis, we win both boys and girls district titles, but then we also get the respect of having the top seeds in every division at the state tennis tournament, even the ones that weren't from Faith Academy. We have the top seeds from our district, and so I think that says a lot about our districts and all our sports, that we are respected around the state to have such high rankings in every sport.
Berkman credited the class of 2011 for the outcome and noted the goal now is to build on that success.
I'll remember our seniors probably the most, and the leadership that they gave to our younger kids and how they helped to further our programs by leading the way in the success that we had this year. Can't forget the finishes of our girls and all their athletics, as well as the way our boys performed. We had a lot of young boys who stepped up and matured and really came on strong for us in a lot of sports.
Officials at Faith Academy have always said that wins and trophies really aren't the purpose of what they do at Faith Academy. Instead, they're just happy to be able to put teams together that love one another and play as hard as they possibly can, and then they let the results speak for themselves. That's it for sports. I'm Jennifer Fierro. Connie, back to you.
Jennifer, thanks. If you're thinking about taking up a leisurely hobby on the lovely waterways of the Highland Lakes, this one may be for you. The Spicewood Community Library will host a clinic on kayaking on May 31st. The presentation starts at 6 p.m. and will cover how to get started, equipment, storage, transportation, and the sport of kayaking. The session is being held at the Spicewood Library. You can call the number on your screen for more information. Those were your headlines. Thanks for watching. For the Picayune TV, I'm Connie Swinney.